Hi everyone, good day. I was just uh, thinking and remembering these things. Yeah, so we often say, right, with great power comes great responsibility, says Spider Man. And we often hear in the news when governments collide, right, when countries may or may not go to war, things that affect not just one person but millions of people, and then also all their connections worldwide. There's a lot of uh, chaos among nations and also among communities, among neighborhoods, among families, within families. Some people agree with what their government is doing, some do not. And I'm fortunate because around maybe 3, 4 years ago, I came across Owen Benjamin and many others, yeah, in his tribe. So, well, they're not the first to, to introduce homesteading, but uh thanks to Owen, yeah, I learned a lot about, oh yeah, you can govern yourself, right? If you don't like what other people are doing, then don't go under their authority. Or yeah, sure, if you are still a citizen officially of one country or another, okay, great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you live in the land, yeah, sure. But the more dependent you are, the more you give your power away. So it is up to us actually. We still have a choice how much power, how much sovereignty we can have. How much power do you give away? And we hear the term take the power back, or even, fight for our freedom. Whereas we can already say, just claim it right now. You are already free. You already have the power. You have the ability to control yourself. You have the ability to choose for yourself, right? You have the ability to say yes and no to things with respect to your boundaries, with respect to your preferences. How amazing life would be if we would live for ourselves. Okay, so some might think, it is anarchy, right? Chaotic because, oh, everybody's going in multiple directions, like gas molecules moving everywhere, right? But we even see order, right? In the clouds, in the wind. There is a specific, um, there are, you can still see order when people move together, when people act together, right? And we often also hear the saying, birds of a feather flock together. So when you have people moving in the same direction, that's great, right? So how would you know who your tribe is? First, know yourself. What do you want? What are the things you don't like? And what are the things you are willing to live for, right? And then when you have that already, we only have power over ourselves anyway, right? When you know yourself and what you are willing to live for, then it is easier to look for the other people who have those same principles, who have those same characteristics as you. And then it would be so easy, so effortless to live together. You would live together easily because you are moving in the same direction. No need to fight, no need to disagree. Of course, nobody agrees 100% of the time, right? We even change our own minds. It's fine. But you can tell, right, when some people are moving in at least a general direction versus those who are not. So I am happy that with Stand in the Park, right? So when I first moved here to a new country, a new continent, new everything, thanks also to Angel Bear and people in Cornwall who introduced Stand in the Park to me, who I also met through Owen Benjamin's channel, right? So homesteading, Bertaria, and then I I found out um, Bears of Britain. So Owen Benjamin's fans who are located in Britain. So they are the ones who are into homesteading, self-sustainability, and all that. And then, so Colette introduced me to the concept of stand in the park. So they've been doing that in Cornwall. And I learned that there was none yet here in Leeds. So thanks also to Smee, to Jackie, to Rev, and the others who helped me start the stand in the park here in Leeds, right? So it's been growing and it's been thriving, and it's, I believe, our 1 month anniversary this month. So we got together because we are agreeing on some issues. And then we stayed together because we found out that there are other issues and there are other principles that we agree on, right? So I'm happy to say that, yeah, there's a lot of I mean, from one meetup once a week, yeah, we're now in 7 locations all throughout Leeds, and we also know the people in other places, people outside Leeds, the groups. And Stand in the Park is not an exclusive organization, or it's not it it's really all voluntary, right? And um people who are members there are also members of other similar groups. So there's so many. But give credit where it is due. I was able to find wonderful people through the concept of meeting together in a local pub, or a local park that became a pub when the weather got colder. And then, share your lives together, right? Actually, the the initiative of Stand in the Park was meet 1 hour. But what happened with our group was we tended to, to chat for 4 hours, 5 hours, now twice a week, plus our online group. So yay. And again, I'm not close friends with everyone, but I'm so thankful that through that, I was able to meet a lot more people. And yeah, so knowing myself, knowing what I stand for, what I want to live for, and then finding those naturally, right? Those who are walking the same path as me, and then we walk together. And then instead of being a struggle, instead of having more problems because the group got bigger, it's all right because those who, tend to be more similar, or, to share more, just hung out more together, and it's fine, right? You don't need to have, oh, I am the president, I am the admin, I am the owner, therefore you all obey me. No, you just do what you want. When we gather in the pub, you sit anywhere. Either you sit with your closest friends, or you make new friends with other people you haven't chatted with. And it's so wonderful that, you know, um, at the end of the night, at the end of the afternoon, you got to learn more about people and, encourage each other. So previously, I thought I was an introvert. I still am. Yeah, I love hanging out by myself. But when you hang out with people who are similar to you, it's so refreshing. It's so encouraging as well. So yeah, so whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, right? I mean, if you give off good vibes and everybody else gives good vibes, then everybody is better for it, and the effect magnifies, right? So it's not just linear, it's exponential. Whew. And then you have a field a force field of good vibes, surrounding your household, your neighborhood, your community, and your city. So, how awesome is that? Like going back to governments, right? If there is something you don't like, then what are you going to do about it, right? There's also a saying, an Englishman's home is his castle. And that's something that, we can apply whether you're English or not, whether you're a man or not, right? Start with ourselves. Govern ourselves. Who am I? If you believe in a creator, who and why was I created? If you believe that you chose to be here at this time as part of the divine essence, as part of the creator, then ask yourself why you are here, right? So it's actually all complementary. Why are you here? And if you cannot, it's okay if you don't remember. I can't remember, being conceived and all that, or nobody told me. God hasn't told me that yet. But the clues would come with, what am I good at? Yeah, the ikigai, right? What am I good at? What am I happy doing? What are people happy for me to do and even willing to pay for you to do? So yeah, so that's a great those are great clues into why you are here, right? Such that your existence would be valuable to yourself and to others as well. And then you will learn how to live. You will be able to choose what is best for you. But of course, also acknowledging what is not your freedom, of course, while also respecting others' freedoms, right? Your rights without violating the rights of others. And I believe it wouldn't be too much of a conflict. You can live the life you want without violating others as well. All right, so having said that, now that you can govern yourself, you can live by yourself, but I encourage you to live beyond yourself as well. Even if you're an introvert, right? There's so many practical benefits to, knowing other people as well. You know, we're not, yeah, no man is an island. I believe that. You don't have to be super clingy. Yeah. We also have to learn to live by ourselves, right? Governing ourselves because again, I only have control over myself. Do not, do not tyrannize others, right? Do not over demand of them, but also do not overly need them and be clingy, right? How about governing ourselves and also partnering with others who are also governing themselves? And then we're all independent but interdependent sovereign states. How awesome is that? So you have your own kingdom, and then you work harmoniously with other kingdoms, and then some kingdoms are more of your besties, right? But you live well with everyone. It's all good. Now, there's no need again to go to war. There's no need to force yourself on others. And if others are forcing themselves on you, remind them of your boundaries. Everybody should have healthy boundaries. This is me, right? And then I allow you to be unto here, right? Until here, right? Do not go beyond, do not trespass if I don't want you to. Right? Do not go closer while invading my personal space, my personal territory. Yeah, so stuff like that. And the more we know our personal human rights, I hope we also respect and give that same respect to others. They have the same rights we have, right? It's not just you. Yeah. So that balances everything. That makes, self governance all right without it being an anarchy, a chaotic existence, right? We could have order. And again, when you find the others, like minded communities, then you will be a stronger, interdependent group, a kingdom, a set of kingdoms, even a united kingdom, even. So, yeah, that's it. Ta-da! And then we end up with the United Kingdom. Ta-da! So yeah, so I hope, yeah, please know yourself, know your wants, know your rights, and then accord the same respect and love to others that you do yourself. We can govern ourselves, right? I know there's a lot of things that, our government leaders, there are things we agree with, and that there are things we don't agree with. Okay? There are things beyond our control. Choose to work on the things that we can control. Yeah, that's it. So God bless everyone. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your existence in this United Kingdom. Bye bye.